Are you tired of watching other people beat your lap time by more than 2 seconds, even driving the same car? Are you tired of Forza's stupid understeer or oversteer problem? Ever wonder how these downloaded tunes perform so much better, but yours don't? Despite your tune having better handling or acceleration stats, you ask yourself, how in the world the downloaded tune better? Where am I lacking? What am I missing? Well, there are certain Forza tuning mechanics at work. A tuning guide shows you how to tune, but this video will show you how to adjust meta tune without knowing any tuning fundamentals. Today, I'm going to build a car, tune it, take it to the track, and test out the lap times. So bear with me as I explain to you everything gradually. We will take this 2005 Ford GT. I will build this car for S-Class. So let's get going. In order to build a car for Meta, first you need to do is straight away install all the components that improves handling, reduces weight, and improves acceleration. So I will install race brakes, race suspension, front and rear anti-roll bars, full weight reduction, race tires, full tires width, followed by transmission, and installing everything under the drivetrain menu to its fullest, followed by aero. Install rim later. Why? I will show you later the reason as to why you should install rims at the last. Now let's head over to fuel and air section. Here, exhaust will reduce your car's weight and improve power. Exhaust and air filter are the only engine components which improves handling, braking, acceleration all simultaneously. So exhaust is very important. We will proceed to install other components to max 800 performance index, aka pi rating. Now, all things installed, you notice that your car has reached R class having 801 rating. That one extra rating is causing your car to be in higher class. Now, in order to fix this one extra rating, you need to install rim. Rims that start from LQ brands have the most weight. You need to install overweight rims. This will reduce your performance index by 1 to 5 rating. You can also increase the size of both rims to reduce further performance index rating. Let's start a race and try out my build. Every tuning details is set to default. I have installed all the components to get the highest pi rating for that class. Now with the stock tune, I will try a lap at Watkins Glen Raceway. These are absolute bone stock tuning values. As you can see, I have not changed the values in any way. These settings are applied by Forza by default. For clarity, I will use soft tires and set my fuel at 20%. And I will do both runs with these settings so that I don't have any unfair advantage over tires. Let's start the lap. Before I jump into the race, I will show you my assists or settings as to how I drive. So here goes the first lap. So my first lap is a 154, 131. Let's see how much I improve on the second lap. My second lap or fastest lap is 1 hours 50 minutes 8 seconds. Since first lap was a standing start, that lap time is not relevant. 150, 858 is the benchmark time that I can achieve with the default tune. Now, let's tune the car to meta tuning that Forza prefers but does not tell you so. For all race tires upgrade, regardless of your car, all race tires should have a tire pressure between 26.5 to 29.5. Only P-Class, X-Class, or Formula One cars, or old generation racing cars which are extremely light, and by light I mean pure racing car, those cars' tire pressure can be kept from 22 to 25. For gearbox, increase the final drive to max. 6.10 is the highest value of Forza when you install race transmission. From 6.10, you will work your way downwards and adjust the gearing accordingly. Remember, this type of gearbox tuning will not give you a better race start. But no race is won on the start. You can gradually overtake and take back places if your lap times are better and faster consistently. I will tune the gearbox while keeping an eye on the bottom left of the screen and adjust accordingly. In this type of gearbox tuning, you can easily adjust the gearbox depending on track. For example, if you're tuning for Le Mans, Daytona, or any track where you want a higher top speed, you can reduce the final drive to improve the top speed by a little. Front and rear camber should have a negative 0.5 difference in general, while the front should have the highest value. It's usually between 1.3 to 1.8, and the rear should be 0.5 less than front. In this case, 1.3 and 0.8. Toe in value and caster should always be 0, 0, and 7. Toe in value should only be other than 0 when you're tuning a Formula One car or an X-Class car. Always start with max anti-roll bars, reduce the spring by 100 to 150. Ride height should always be lowest. For tracks where you have to attack curbs, like Mugello, Yas Marina, you can increase the front ride height by 1 to 3 increments, while keeping the rear to minimal. All cars' front and rear bump stiffness should be between 2.2 to 3.5, and rebound stiffness should be between 9 to 12. Just play with these values. Roll center offset should be the highest value possible for both front and rear. Anti-dive and anti-geometry can be adjusted after you try your car on the road. I'm just randomly setting anti-dive values here. Downforce setting always adjusted to maximum front and minimum rear value regardless of any vehicle from D, C, E, B, S, R class. Rear downforce can be added for X and P class. An LMP1 car always requires rear downforce in this game. Since I don't use ABS and I press my brake only 50%, I am adjusting higher brake pressure and the brake bias is set to rear. Differential can be adjusted to your likings, but I find 36 and 16 to be a sweet spot. Let's start the lap with the same values, 20% fuel load and soft race tires just like before. My first lap is a 1 hours 52 minutes 3 seconds, an immediate improvement of 2 seconds. Remember, my first lap of stock tuning was 154, 131, and best lap was 1 hours 50 minutes 8 seconds. Let's go for a second lap. Since I made few mistakes, my second lap was 1 hours 49 minutes 2 seconds, and my best lap with stock tune was 1 hours 50 minutes 8 seconds. That's almost a 2-second difference. Let's go for another lap. My best lap is 1 hours 48 minutes 3 seconds in this tune. So this tuning has improved my lap times by 2.5 seconds. So now you know how meta tuning works. I hope my video has helped you, and if you have further questions, just ask me here or you can send me a direct message on Steam. I will happily help you out.